Welcome all. Let us have a discussion. Let us have a overview about organization structure in the current session. Business group, ledger, legal entity, operating unit, inventory organization, sub-inventory, locator. This is how the organization structure. Uh, okay. What is business group? Business group is a corporate headquarters where we maintain information about all the employees, like employees details, under which location employee works, roles and responsibilities of the employees, pay scale of the employee, everything will maintain all the information about the employee under business group. Each business group will have a ledger. Based on each business group will have a ledger associated. Uh, Currency wise ledgers will be defined generally. Currency wise, country wise ledgers will be defined. Okay, ledger is a collection of forces: currency, calendar, chart of account, and sub-ledger accounting. So each business group will have a ledger based on the currency wise. Based on currency and country wise, ledgers will be defined, right? So each ledger will have a legal entity associated with it. Each ledger will have a legal entity associated with it. At least one legal entity will be defined, or we may have more than one legal entities also. Legal entity is responsible to prepare and pay country-wise tax reports and fiscal reports. Legal entity will be identified by unique unique number, nothing but PAN number. We can say PAN number. Each legal entity will have a unique legal identifier. By using that, we prepare and pay country-wise tax reports to the government. Each legal entity will be associated with at least one operating unit. Operating unit, like entire business transaction that takes place in an organization, will be taken care by the operating unit, like accounts payables, accounts receivables, order management, purchasing, inventory, everything will be taken care by the operating unit. Okay, each operating unit will be associated with one inventory organization or more than one inventory organization. Inventory organization is responsible. It is a centralized system basically, where we create masters, items, and a few other masters we create here. It is easy to track inventory transactions. All the transactions that it is easy to track all the transactions that take place in an organization, like issue, receive, and all. Okay, and each inventory organization may have one or more sub inventories. Will have at least one or more sub inventories. Sub inventories is used to identify the exact stock of the on hand availability will come to know. And under sub inventory we have locators. Locator is used to identify exactly the exact location of the material where it is located. Okay, so this is how the basic thing, whereas I am going to implement this in my system now, like in my example. So let us take Tata Group as the business group here. So here, as I said, generally Tata Group is implementing business across the globe. So they are into multiple businesses, like they are into software, they are into airways, as well as automobiles and apparels. They are into every business. So here thing is like, and they do business across the globe, like they do business in India, China, Japan, US, UK, and so on. So in my example, what I'm trying to do is I'm taking Tata Group as my business group, under which I define two ledgers. One is for INR ledger and the other one is for USD ledger. Okay, and I'm associating, and for INR ledger I'm associating a legal entity. Okay, I'm setting a legal entity for automobiles and software. I'm setting two legal entities. One is for automobiles and the other one is for software. And for this automobiles legal entity, I'm assigning two operating unit. One is for South operating unit and the other one is North operating unit. Under South operating unit, I'm defining an inventory organization under Pune. Okay, under North operating unit, I'm defining an inventory organization under Dharwad. Sorry. Mm, so, okay, sorry. This is, let us Hyderabad. let it be, doesn't matter anything. Anyhow, I'll show you before implementing it. I'll have a quick go. So as I said, here I have a business group under which I'm generally doing business in multiple countries. I can define multiple ledgers, whereas I want to implement in I want to implement this concept in two countries. So I just said, um, I just defined two ledgers, INR rupees and USD dollars, right? And under which I defined two legal entities. For INR ledger, I defined two legal entities, one for automobiles and the other one is software. And for automobiles, I defined an operating unit, two operating units. I can have one operating unit, or I may have more than one operating unit as well. I just simply defined one, south, north, and inventory organizations, Hyderabad, inventory organizations, sub inventories and locators. So before getting into before implementing this concept in the system, we should have locations defined basically. Okay, we should have locations defined in the system. Basically, thing is, like, if we want to implement this concept in the system, we should define locations. We should have a location for business group, we should have a location for operating unit, and we should have a inventory organizations. We should define locations for master inventory organizations and chain inventory organizations. Okay, why we are define locations is like, business group will be located in some place, right? So we need to define some address, or for that, for the purpose we define a location for this, and we define a location for operating unit, and even for master inventory organ, child inventory organizations. First thing is we need to define locations, and then what we do is, first thing is, we need to define locations, and then we need to we need to create 4 C's of general ledger: currency, calendar, and chart of accounts, and sub ledger accounting. This needs to be second. Okay, this needs to be done second. Once this is done, after creating locations, what we do is, after creating locations, we'll create a business group basically. After creating locations, we'll create a business group. Once the business group is created, then we'll create 4 C's of general ledger. Okay, then once these 4 C's of general ledger is created, then we'll create a legal entity. This legal entity will be defined. Once the legal entity is created, then we'll assign ledger to this legal entity. Okay, then we'll create operating unit, inventory organizations, and so on. So let us get into the application first and try creating locations first, and then create a business group through HRMS responsibility. Thank you.